everyone, welcome to today's craft video. I hope you're all well and having a good day. I'm sorry it's a little bit late, this video. It should have gone up on Friday, but the layers of stain took longer to dry than I expected. So yeah, let's get into how I made these octagon shelves using craft sticks. And you'll need some craft sticks or lollipop sticks or popsicle sticks, and I get mine from Poundland. They're £1 a pack and you get 100 in a pack. I used about 350 sticks in total, so I'm used 4 packs, so that's £4. And then I also used some of the mini paints yacht high gloss varnish, and again this was from Poundland for £1 for a tin, so it was £5 to make the 2 in total. You'll also need a glue gun, a pair of scissors, a pair of wire cutters and some tweezers and a paintbrush. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make some blocks of 10 squared sections with the sticks. I'm going to take 1 vertical stick and 2 horizontal sticks and glue them together. And I always stick my horizontal sticks halfway in between the vertical stick so that they're not right up to the edge. Just means that when we stick them together, they're a lot easier and the ones on the back don't get in the way. So now that I've done that, I'm now going to stick 10 sticks across. And the reason for this is I want to add these little pots onto the shelves, so I want to make sure that they fit. So 10 sticks is wide enough for them to sit on, and now I'm just going to glue the sticks as close together as possible and getting rid of any ones that aren't straight. I always keep the ones that aren't straight for the bits at the back and then use the better ones for the front. So I'm going to go along, and once I get to the 9th stick, I'm going to glue that in place, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. So the 9th one's in place. I'm just going to use the wire cutters to score the stick and then just trim with a pair of scissors, and then do the same with the other one. And then just stick the last stick in place. And that's our first square. So now it sits the plant on it how I want it, and this is what it looks like at the back. And now I'm going to do another 5, so we've got 6 in total, and I'll be back when that's done. So I've done my 6 squares, and now we're going to do the backs. So I'm going to turn them over, and where we've done the stick at the back that we've stuck all the sticks to, I'm going to just hold another stick and I'm going to mark off the same length as where we've cut it, and I'm going to cut that and glue that down on top of the stick that we've already done. And the reason for this is because we want to be able to put an edge piece on the front to hide all the edges. And I noticed that once I did, if I left them with a single stick on the back, the front stick would overhang. I'll show you in a bit what I mean. So if it was just one stick, it was really thin, so once I put a stick over the front it would overhang, and I didn't like that. So I noticed that if I actually added 2 sticks, and I'll use this as an example, that it was the right width for the front stick to fit perfectly. So that's why I've added another stick on the back of these. So now I've added a stick on the top, and on the bottom we can stick another 10 sticks across so that the front and the back are completely covered. And I'm making sure that they are in the same place so that the edges are straight. So I'm going to do that now, go all the way to the end, and I'm going to do that with the other 5 pieces as well, and I'll be back when that's done. So the fronts and the backs are done now. We've got our 6 pieces to start making our shelf. So I want them obviously for the sticks to be horizontal because that was how we measured it. So I'm going to take the first 3 sections and I'm going to add quite a lot of glue to the first section and then glue it at a slight angle to the top one. Now they are going to be not stuck very well, but then I'm going to add a load of glue at the front and this is going to be hidden so you won't see this. And then do exactly the same with the other side. So now I've let that dry, we can add on our 2 sections again at a slight angle. I'm going to do exactly the same, put a decent amount of glue. And then put a load of glue where the join is. And then I've done exactly the same on the other side, and I'm just going to mark where the top is and then add the bottom piece as well in exactly the same way. So I'll let that dry and then I did the other one as well, and for the next section I'm going to start adding bits to make it stronger. So again, I'm just going to put a lot of glue down the joints. And this is just to strengthen it. I'm not going to put anything heavy on it. I'm just going to have my 2 plant pots. But yeah, obviously the more glue you add onto it, the stronger it will be. And now just to strengthen it, I'm going to go around the edges of the shelf and just fill it with glue to make it stronger. So I've gone all the way around, I've let it all dry and it's a lot more sturdy now, and we can add our next sections. So I'm going to add a stick to the front of each section. We don't need to cut any of these. So I'm just going to add glue to the tops at the front. And then place the stick where it needs to be. Taking off any excess glue, and then I'm going to do the same with the other sections all the way around. And there we go. So now we can start to hide where we glued all the bits together. And all I'm going to do is turn it over so we've got the back facing us. I'm going to hold a stick in place, mark off where it needs to be cut. and then glue that into place. So we're going to add 2 to each section where we put the glue. So I've done the first one like so, and then I'm going to add the second one next to it. And I made sure that the straight edge that we cut was at the back of the shelf and the curved edge is at the front of the shelf. So there we go. So I'm going to do exactly the same to every other corner, and then once I've done all that, we can start to work on the outside. So the inside is completely done now, and all we need to do is just add the ones on the outside to finish it off. So again, exactly the same way, I'm going to take one of these sticks, I'm going to hold the curved section at the front of the shelf and then mark off at the back where we need to cut the excess off. Like so. And then I'm going to add another one on the other side. And then I'm going to do the same all the way around until all the edges are covered. So that's it, it's built, guys. We've done the front, we've done the front, we've done the round the sides and the inside and round the sides on the outside, and the only thing that's left to do is now stain it or paint it depending on what you're going to do with it. So I'm going to use this varnish, and I ended up doing 3 coats. I let it dry for a good 5, 6, 7 hours in between each one. I'm just taking a brush and I'm going to make sure that I do all the insides and the outsides as well. And like I said, I've got 2 of these that I've made, so I'm going to do both of them, do a layer, let it dry, and then do another layer. And I actually really enjoyed using this stain and how it turned out, so I might use this again in some future crafts. But yeah, I'll show you what they look like now. So here they are. I'm really happy with them. I'm so glad how they turned out. I got this idea when I made the base for my lighthouse, when I was making the base, because it's the same shape. I thought, you know what, I wonder if I could do some shelves like this. So yeah, that's where I got the idea from. So I'm really happy with how they turned out. I haven't put them on the wall yet, but I hope you've enjoyed today's video, guys, and I will see you on Wednesday for Wednesday's craft video. So take care. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.